জানুলম্বিত বাহু যুগল কনক পুতলি দেহা অরুণয়ম্বর শোভিত কলেবর উপমা দে অবকাহা জানুলম্বিত বাহু যুগল কনক পুতলি দেহা অরুণয়ম্বর শোভিত কলেবর উপমা দে অবকাহা
हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की
Hare Krishna.
Let somebody carry the other meeting.
So we are about to start our parikrama. So first we'll go to the temple room and offer our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Prahlad Nrsingadev and Shri Radha Madhav and Shriman Mahaprabhu and Shakhi Vrinda for their blessings so that we can successfully complete our parikrama. The success in parikrama actually means developing Krishna Prem, love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This parikrama is not just a kind of sightseeing tour. It's actually meant for, or the purpose of this parikrama is to become absorbed in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pastimes with his associates in the holy dham. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Now we'll offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and pray for the success of our parikrama so that we can all develop Gaur of Prem. Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. So we arrived at Jogo Peaks. So this is the place where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared as the son of Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra. The actual spot where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared is just around the corner under the neem tree. We'll go there in a short while. But this is the place of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Pushpa Samadhi. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur left his body, and then his body Samadhi was actually made in the other side of the river, where we will go tomorrow in a place called Godrum. But this is the place where his Pushpa Samadhi is. Just like Prabhupada's Pushpa Samadhi we have in Mayapur. So this is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Pushpa Samadhi. So we can offer our obeisances to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Bhaktidananda Namine Gurashakti Sarupaya Rupanugavaraya.
Hara, please reveal to me your most cherished pastimes with your beloved Sri Krishna. So here the word Hare is for Radharan. O Rama, please reveal to me your most cherished pastimes with your beloved Sri Radha. O Rama, please engage me in remembering your transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes. O Rama, please make me fit to serve you while remembering your transcendental name, form, qualities, pastimes. O Hari, having accepted me as one of your own servitors, please enjoy me as you please. O Hari, please enjoy with me in your transcendental way. This is my humble request at your lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Our Srila Prabhupada had written to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur asking if he could do some service. The way Prabhupada put it, he said, I'm a householder, so your other sannyasi disciples, they're doing such nice service to you. I'm a grihasta, so maybe you can tell me some service that I can do for you. Of course, Srila Prabhupada once explained that this was the only question he asked his Guru Maharaj. What can I do? What service can I do for you? So he asked Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur this question, and in a letter which Srila Prabhupada received a fortnight before Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's passing away, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta told Srila Prabhupada to preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the English language, the English-speaking world. Now, of course, this was the same instruction that Srila Prabhupada had received from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur on their first meeting. When Srila Prabhupada first met Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in Calcutta, Prabhupada was very impressed. We read in the Lilamrita how Srila Prabhupada had become quite skeptical because there are so many persons wearing saffron cloth. Srila Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan Dey, he was very charitable and very dharmic. He always followed dharma very carefully. So he would always have, every day, it said he would have 4 or 5 guests at his home. So often these guests were sannyasis. And Gaur Mohan Dey took it as his duty to feed the sannyasis. This was his dharma as a grihasta. So he did that very faithfully. But in doing that, of course, he would invite anyone and he would show them all great respect. But Srila Prabhupada, he was not so impressed by these sannyasis who would come. Even Prabhupada noted there was a neighbor of his who would, he was just a grihasta, but during the day he would put on saffron and go out and beg, make his living, and then come home at night to his family. So there were many cheaters. Prabhupada wasn't very impressed. So when his friend wanted him to go see Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada says he was very reluctant to go. Actually, he had to drag him there, practically.
Thank you very much. So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a very, very cultured person. And, for example, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went to Vrindavan, you know how he went? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went to Vrindavan for the first time. He himself was dressed as a sannyasi with his sannyas danda in hand. But he had 2 disciples with him, those who were dressed up in 3-piece suit, just like an Englishman. And not only that, he went there riding in a Jaguar. And those days in India, the number of automobiles there were, you could count in one hand. So the Babajis in Radhakund became very upset. Said that, who is this person who came here dressed as a sannyasi and came with some Englishmen as his disciples, and he came riding in a car, big car. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he was informed, his response was, I have come here to smash you all. Because all the nonsense that was going on in the name of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came to smash that. And that's why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's pranam mantra goes like, what is the last verse of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's pranam mantra? Viruddhapa, Rupanuva Viruddhapa, Siddhanta Dhanta. So he came to smash the Siddhantas that are opposed, or the not Siddhantas, but the concoctions that were opposed to Rupa Goswami's conclusion, Rupa Goswami's Siddhanta. Therefore, another name of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was Singhabul. Because he was like a lion. And although he was like a lion, but his heart was soft as rose petals. Just to give you an example how fiery he was, I remember one incident. Once Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you see, during Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time also they had a kind of a GBC system. Not exactly GBC. At that time it was not exactly a GBC, but different sannyasis had their areas to preach and collect. So once one sannyasi went to preach in one area, and then he thought, I have come this far, so then let me go also to the next village, which was somebody else's zone. So he went and preached and collected from there. So when he came back, then when he met the person who was in charge of the other village, he actually infiltrated in somebody else's zone. So when the other GBC got to know about it and met him, got very, very angry. And they both of them were fighting here. And so there was some very heavy verbal exchanges. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur heard that some devotees were fighting. So he just walked, and all of a sudden they saw that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was standing at the doorway. He was very tall, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was about 6'4", very tall personality. And his arms were stretched up to extended up to his knees, Ajanu Lambika. So when they saw Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they immediately stopped and they offered obeisances. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur just told them that actually it's not your fault that you're fighting like this. It's actually my fault. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made the kings and monarchs give up their kingdom and become mendicants on the street. But I have picked you up from the gutters and made you live in big, big palace houses. So naturally you'll fight. So in this way, later on, he felt very, very disappointed when he saw that the devotees were fighting among themselves. And that's why Prabhupada also was so emphatic about our cooperation. Because in Krishna consciousness, our cooperation is the most important element for effective preaching. More cooperate, more united we become, the more effective will become our preaching. That is the meaning of Sankirtan, congregational, collective. The more we become collective, the more we become united, the more effectively we will be able to preach. And we can see that in ISKCON, when devotees fight, then things just fall apart. But when devotees work cooperatively, then everything starts to flourish.